Now, it improves concentration in any case. It improves even sleep. Let's understand. Straight. Start that. Okay. Already, this is supposed to be a mini retreat of 3 hours, but we will do as much as we can, as much as you people can stay also and see anybody else joins in. First of all, I will greet you that Indian greeting, Namaste, because there is meaning in that. I am prostrating to the divinity in you from my divinity. So we kind of remember we are both connected at that level, at where our life is, where our conscience is, where our being is, And then all the guests are treated in ancient times, they're our gods, like Atithi Devo Bhava. They treated guests like they are their gods, and they treated them very well. They even gave the food that they were supposed to eat and they went hungry. So they fed the guests and then went hungry. So I just want to remember that when I treat my guests like that, The other thing I wanted to start is there is this symbolism of a chariot of human life, where the chariot is our physical body, and all the horses are our senses which drive us, and they are controlled by thoughts, and thoughts are the mind, and those are the reins, and then the driver is the intellect, that is our understanding of life, where we are going and all that. And then the passenger is our being. They call it soul, or we call it life force or being, So everything is about the being. So we have to keep our body, which is the chariot, in top condition, and we have to control our senses and our thoughts by our understanding of what is what, and then really take the being to the destination of really merging with the universal self. That is the real yoga. I just want to start there, but then we're going to start concentrate on how can we keep our chariot in good condition, physically very nice, vital, energetic, and mentally we are peaceful and with a loving heart and joy in our life. That is the wellness I wanted to get. So we're going to concentrate on our well-being physically. How can we be physically well? Okay. Laurel, are you a practitioner of yoga? Do you do yoga at all?
Am I what?
Do you do yoga at all?
Oh, yes. I love yoga.
Okay. Okay. Nandu, you do yoga too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let us start with somebody who doesn't have yoga, practice and all that. And as you go along, if you guys can do more, I'll make you do more. Okay. So the whole idea is.
Chin Babu, 1 minute. Can you just send an invite to Amma? I believe she's saying that she's getting that participants you've been removed from the conference.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I will send her. No problem. No problem.
No, he's sending an email.
Right. Okay, I did send it, so she should be able to join. Okay. All right. Now, when we focus on that, the idea is to make people work from wherever they are. suppose they are dressed in a suit and they're going to the office, and our ladies dressed in a dress and then they are in the office. We want them to be able to use this while they are working in our society so that they don't accumulate tension in the physical body. First of all, the body itself may not go into tension unless the mind goes into tension too, but body can be lazy or body can be too tired too. So to really balance that, I wanted to do people where they are. First of all, I think Laura, you did that head to toe yoga, right? The other day, when we did it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Shall we go that in 5 minutes now? Okay, quickly.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Nandu, you also want to do head to yoga. This is not just for you only because you may be doing advanced yoga, but to demonstrate to the people who want to do that, so that this video may see and they may help it. Okay. So it is like a limbering up for us. Okay. So stand up wherever you are. Then you may not see me completely, but you will know what it is. Okay, stand up with both your feet together. Okay, and then you can hold the chair if you want to, or you don't have to hold the chair. Just lift up one leg on the toes. Come up on the toes, and then second one also. Okay, so if you can do that. That way, you can go both toes like this, right? And come down. That is the initial thing. So take a deep breath, come up, go down, take a deep breath. So 4 or 5 times, ideally 8 times, Now lift up one leg and then at the ankle, come down and lift up the feet, the foot. 1, 2, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Take a deep breath. So we are done with the toes and the ankle. Now we want to come for the knees. Just the feet quietly, slightly apart. Put your hands, come down and sit on an imaginary chair as low as you can. If you want to take the support of the chair, that's fine. Otherwise, go down, take a deep breath. Come up slowly. So we are done with the knees. Now we're going to go for the hip. So what you do is you stand on one leg, release the other leg, don't bend at the knee, come to the front and the back like this. You don't have to catch it if you don't want it. Okay, the other one too. Take a deep breath as you come up. As you go up back, let it out. See, we're done with the thighs. Now put both your hands on the top of your waist and do the pelvic twist. Go front, to the left, to the back, like that. Take a deep breath and draw it out. You can go other way too. Do it slowly, deliberately, and feel that you are on a retreat. Retreat from your mind, from all the things that go in the life. For these few hours, just have a retreat from all the thought patterns. So that is about the pelvis, right? Now keep the hands like this. Take this one hand, go up all the way, and then come down. Bend like this. See? Then come to the center, come up, go and put the other hand. Straight hand, going all the way. Straight laurel, straight hand. And then come up. I'm bending just to show you. See, that is for this stretch. Now put one hand here, the other hand here. Now come down, turn to the right, looking over shoulder. The other way too. Take a deep breath and go back. Blowing out, come to the front. So you can do up to 8 times. These pectoral muscles will be there. Now we are coming to the shoulders. Okay, I'm going to bend down or sit down and show the shoulders. That way it will be easy for you. Okay. Okay. Put both hands like this and then go up, take a deep breath, blowing out, come down. Then go the reverse way. Now, coming to the elbows, both hands stretch, come. So now outstretched hands, look at the wrist coming like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same thing too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for the fingers, put the finger one here and then come all the way. You first do the wrist like this. Or you can turn. The other way. Then see, the 3 principles here are head to toe we are going, but then we want to be present, we want to be breathing, we want to align both sides. So let us do the neck. Go all the way down. As you take the deep breath, come up. Don't go too far into the back if your neck is hurting. Then blow it out, come down. Take a deep breath. Go as far as you can. Blowing out, come out. come down. Now come to the neutral position. Try to turn to the left. Blow out the air as you're coming out. So you can do a rotation too. Come down, turn the left ear towards the left shoulder, go back, touch the right ear to the right shoulder. Stop if you feel dizzy. Some people may feel dizzy. So how does it feel, Laurel, for you?
Very relaxing. My
Okay.
neck needed that workout.
Okay, okay. This is other thing I'll show you is just put your hand like this and put it on the cheek and press it like this one. This should be up here, the shoulder, the elbow. Yeah. Now you see, just press it. The head going this way and the hand coming this way. That feels good though.
Ah.
And then you do the opposite too, always align. Right? Then you can put both hands on the temple and press it. Squeeze it. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. Okay? So this is like a head to toe limbering up. We have not gone into the real yoga. This is just for people to really do it in few minutes, you know, if they understand all the thing. The main thing is slow down, try to get the mind here and now by focusing on the breath. That way we are relaxing the mind, but at the same time we're making the body work, all the joints limber up. You know, this is only a very preliminary thing. Now, I'm going to show you one asana that is very, very easy to do, but this is standing asana. Tadasana they call it, okay? All you do is you get up, all the way, see, what you do is you put both your feet together, make sure all your fingers are going down. That means they're pressing into the earth. All the fingers, the sole of the feet is pressing down. Now pick up the kneecaps. With that, all the thighs will be tight. And then pick up the buttocks. Make sure your tummy is tucked in. And then elevate your chest a little bit. Let the shoulder blades go back. And then you have to stand like this. This is the initial asana you have to get into every time you get into yoga practice. So this is Tadasana, mountain pose they call it, you know. You kind of straighten up. See, as I go down, I'm going to show you how this is. Go, and then you'll be standing like that. Now you can bend your knees, come down, and sit in the chair pose. You can take a support of the chair if you can't stand, but this will ensure your balance and concentration as low as you can. If you want to challenge yourself, you can come up on the toes too. And then you can hold this one if you cannot hold up for a long time. But if you want to hold on like this, that's fine too. You see, just by standing, we can do that. Now, with the feet together, again in Tadasana, raise your hands, both hands. I'm writing down to show you the movement. Look at slight rotations. Do them like 20 of them so that you will feel the strain in the shoulders and hands. Take deep breath. Take the deep breaths, blow it out. Reverse. See, just by that, you have done real tension into the body. How do you feel, Lauren? That we could know.
Very good.
Very good. Okay. So now we are sitting down. Put both our hands like this. Go up. See, you have to come in the back like this. Right? You feel the tension in the shoulders and back also. Now take a deep breath. Go up. As you breathe out, come down. See?
Yes.
Notice, we could be dressed. We don't need a mat or anything. We can do this in our bathrooms or in our rest areas or recreation areas, anywhere where you can sit down and do them too. This one you can do. This one you can do. And the other thing is, put one shoulder on this one. Put this hand on this. Stretch. This way. See, left hand comes on the right shoulder and then right hand comes underneath, pushes us towards the right shoulder so that you feel the stretch in the left shoulder. Right?
Right.
Then exchange all the time. Right hand goes to the left shoulder and left hand pushes it towards it. You will feel the stretch here. Right?
I feel it.
Now you bend the left elbow and come up here and then stretch it. Take a deep breath. Opposite. See, we don't have to do anything, any mat, any change of dress, and nothing for this. Okay. And now put both your hands to the front, stretched out. Then one hand comes up, this other hand pushes it. So that is another variation you can do for the shoulders, because a lot of people have neck pain, shoulder pain, and also back pain. This thing can be addressed like that, you know. The other thing you can do is for the neck is put your hand all the way to the front, okay? Keep the other hand on your knee. Now you turn it slowly by all the way looking at the hand too. Turn it the neck also. Always do the movement slowly, come back slowly. And also when you are in the movement, make sure you are breathing heavy, okay? I mean deep, slow. Now, first straighten, then as you look at it, turn towards the back so that your neck turns, and take deep breaths there. And when you come back very slowly. That's it. How do you feel, Lauren?
That definitely relaxes my shoulders and my arms.
Do them one or two. If you do not want to do too many, that's fine, because the idea is to show the technique and people can take it and use it at a workplace, so you don't have to do with me or hurt yourself. First principle is listen to your body. The instructor may say something, but if your body says, this is tough for me, don't push it. Don't push it with the mind, that's the main thing. Sthira Sukham Asanam, that means you have to be stable and comfortable in the posture, okay? The posture says this, you should be comfortable. Suppose you have arthritis in the wrist, you do this, it will pain you like anything. Don't do that, Then what you do is, you only make one hand first, and then don't want to press it like this, okay? And then slowly it will come. Allow the body to go into its own comfort. If you have pain, you are doing something wrong in yoga, okay? So that's the general principle for everybody. I'm telling, Sthira Sukham Asana. So the body to be stable and also comfortable is the main thing. Then you can stay. The other thing is, when you do some asana first time, it is difficult, but the second time it becomes easier. Okay, that is something very, very easy for people to understand. Once they go into them, they do one time, they say, okay, I have only did this much movement. Next time they do it, they see the body is yielding into that, that kind of thing. So all you do is you have to focus on the body here and now and feel the pain and work with it. Don't have an agenda. It's not a competition. It's not a show or anything. It is just making your body go into the what is called ease state. If you don't have the ease state, then you have dis-ease. So the ease state, you have to identify where the body is, because we have trained the body in the other way, where it has accumulated the stiffness. It doesn't go just like that, So you make it a habit and understand what are the things that are producing this stiffness and all that. Then you do them less, but you do this tension easing exercises more, then you have a balance. Like, for example, you are sitting down at the desk all the time, okay? And that itself can cause problem in the lower back and, in the knees, everywhere. So if you avoid sitting as much as you can, and there's a work moving, that's good enough, okay? So people make this different need of the exercise apart from movement and apart from work, apart from recreation and activity. So what is more important is activity. If you are moving the body and resting only when it's needed, then that's good enough. So remember, ease, being in the ease state is yoga. Sthira Sukham Asana, be comfortable and stable in a posture. So whenever you have a posture, you have, like for example, you stretch your both hands with the elbows straightened, right? Now, just open up the hands like this, palms facing outward, then take a deep breath as you go to the back, all the way to the back, as much as you can. Take a deep breath as you go. Now turn the hands and come with breathing out. See, that's stable. Now lift up the hands a little bit and then go back. Again, turn the hands, take a deep breath. See how slow I'm going? And then at the end, you can do a little bit exertion because you know that's good for you. Now blow it out, come. If you do this movement pretty fast, you can get hurt. But if you do it slowly, you not only build up the muscle, but also the neurological coordination will be there, neuromuscular coordination. So you will be stable in your nervous system because you are not rushing anything. You are paying attention, you are stable in your mind also. Does it feel real to you? And you are able to focus because you are slow, deliberate, and you are forced to do it. So let us do one more, this one. This time go top and then turn the hands, take a deep breath, go back at the same level. See, between the scapula, the muscles, how they're working, the neck muscles. Now blow it out, come to the same level. And then come down. Got it? So I'm not making you do real big asanas, okay? Only the ones you can do standing, sitting, and with all the dressed up. If you really want to go, like I have the mat, you want to the loose dress and then do the asanas, that's a very good thing. We will do that as we go along, but you have to take how much the person is, what they can do, and then progress. Nandu, how you are doing? Nandu? Okay, she can't hear me.
No, I can hear you, Chin Babu.
How are you doing? Any problems?
Yeah, good. No, not at all.
I can't see you. That's why I don't know whether you're doing that or not,
No, I'm doing it. I've been doing it. Yeah, this is very good. The stretching, especially, with relaxing the muscles and really feeling the pull. Yeah.
These exercises you can hear and do them, but if you really want to do a good posture, now put your camera on. Then I can tell you whether you are doing it properly or not. Maybe next time we'll do in my yoga studio with my laptop there or the iPad. Then you can see me completely. That maybe today is like an introduction for everything. Okay, I will make you do one Trikonasana, which is difficult, but don't hurt yourself. Do very slowly. Repeat each movement as I'm telling you. Okay, come up and stand. That way I can show them. Okay, what you need to do is come, stand on the leg, get into Tadasana, like I said, feet clutching the ground, kneecaps up, thighs up, buttocks up, tummy tucked in, chest up, shoulders up, and then hands by the side. Now take a big wide stance as much as you can. Okay? And then turn right leg, right feet facing that way. Okay? Now come down and reach down as much as you can. Okay? Go all the way down as much as you can. Lift up this hand and go up. And then this hand comes to the side. So now you turn the left foot to the side. Now left hand goes down as much as you can, and then okay. See? Right? Go all the way down and stretch this hand.
Am
And
I
go up.
audible? Yes.
Okay. That is one thing people can do. So this is heavy duty stuff. Laurel, how are you feeling after this?
Excellent, excellent. I'm getting you more people too.
Very
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We are recording anyway. See, people can see that too later. But then I'll be very glad if they can join us. That's very good. Then we have just begun anyway. Why I'm checking with you every time is I don't want you to get hurt. Okay, so unless you are in my studio, I cannot really say, oh, you're going to get hurt like this, right? So I just wanted to make sure that you are feeding me whatever you feel in your body, okay? Then that will be easy. Some people may have underlying conditions, which I may not know. So they should not be, Morgan is here. Welcome. Fiza. So we just did limbering up exercises, and Laurel and Nandu were here. They did the preliminary things, and they thought it's all fun. I'm making them do a lot of heavy stuff, right? So
We love it.
good. So we were doing some limbering up exercises of the yoga. For those who have just joined, let us summarize Laurel a little bit. I talked about the guests being equal to gods in ancient wisdom, and also they treat them with prostrating to the divinity within each one of us, and that is the namaste. And then we use the symbolism of the chariot, where the chariot physical itself is our body, the horses are the senses, the reins are our thoughts and the mind, and the driver is the intellect, carrying our essential being, which is divine, as the passenger. So taking towards the journey of universal consciousness. That is what the symbolism was. We are concentrating on the body. I showed them how to do simple yoga poses, head to toe, and also a couple of stretches with the hands while standing, while sitting in our office chairs, not having any requirement of a studio or a mat or special dressing and all that. So these are all preliminary we talked about. Right, Laura?
Yes.
So
And we did some workouts.
yeah, but that is a very, very simple workout. I was telling them yoga really means Sthira Sukham Asana, which is stable, comfortable pose. You should not have any pain when you are doing yoga. If you are having pain, then you are doing excess or you are doing against the body's will. Body has its own way of telling you, I'm not able to do this. Then you have to slow down and let it come into ease slowly, and it becomes a habit after that. Don't get frustrations or anything like that, because this is supposed to be a retreat. Retreat means you are retreating from your mental makeup or from your mental activity that we otherwise do at the jobs. At least for this time in the retreat, you have to have a nice time, good time, where you are pleasantly working out and you are not really getting worried about anything, or you are not forecasting anything for you. You are not living anything bad experience in the past. Just to focus here and now by coming into breath all the time. Okay, so let us take a presence breathing break right now. Lauren, this is something I advise all the people, all the information workers do at night time. If they can do that, that will be good. Okay, so what you do is in the presence break, you don't have to show it to anybody at work or anywhere. All you do is you just sit, keep your both hands on the knees, and then just take a deep breath slowly through the mouth. Hold it for a few seconds, then blow it out. If the nose is stuffed up, you can do through the mouth, otherwise through the nose. Be here and now. Focus on the air that is coming in. That is the prana. That is what is giving us all the energy. So think like that and then take the deep breath. One more. That's it. That's a presence breathing break. That's what I call, and I prescribe to all the doctors to take it every 1 hour, at least for 1 minute, Otherwise, we'll be running our mind continuously and we'll be driving our vehicle at a 5th gear and it won't stop in the evening. And then we need a wine or something to slow it down, which is not a good thing, So it's all a question of keeping it in mind. Use the Apple Watch to remind you that, and do it with a program they have. And the flower comes up when you take a deep breath and goes down when you blow it up. That's a trick I used to get into this habit, But the important thing is, remember, you are not just taking the air, you are taking the energy inside. That is equal to God. Without that, we don't have the life. So you are taking the life energy. You breathe like that with that feeling is much more effective. Okay, try that in the morning when you do that. Remember that what I said. It is the life energy is equal to God. We are taking in, taking out. That is a good exercise, I think. What do you think? Any input from anybody? Hafzallah, Morgan, do you have anything to say?
It's Hepzibah or Hepzibah.
I'm sorry, Hepzibah. Easy, it's a Hepzibah. Yeah.
Yes. Do I have anything to add? Well, I just think it's so important what you're saying, because I even when I was just going about my regular life, I still had so many concerns, because I am dealing with like so many macro issues and so many different disciplines. And then when I came on this application called Clubhouse, it's like all of a sudden I find that the place where I fit the most is helping other people, but then it's like making more pressures on top of everything. And my face, I mean, you saw when I just came on, I was like, because it's so much, but that's not really who I am personally. I'm normally a very relatable person. So after I did the breathing exercise, then suddenly you see, like, I come back to myself.
See, you had the brain fog, Hepzibah, and that you kind of got it out, that is what happens with the breathing presence break is you are getting out of the potential thought overload. Okay, this is for everybody. Nandu working in India, we are working here, anywhere, anybody working. This is common thing because we are living on the digital age, on the phone with information. I'm not seeing you personally, but I'm seeing you through the picture, so we are kind of listening. And on the Clubhouse, we are talking only. We're not even seeing people, So that is also somewhat better way. At least people are hearing us, But if you don't watch it, you can overload your mind. So
I would like to say that one of the most beautiful, welcoming communities that I have been in on Clubhouse are East Indian people.
Exactly. I mean, last of times I go to the Clubhouse and attend several meetings, but Laurel, I can't hear you. Your mic is unmuted. Your mic is muted.
Laurel, your mic.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we have people coming in from Clubhouse maybe because they came into the room because they were listening to you. So
Okay,
I
okay.
just let them know how to join you on Zoom.
Okay, good, good, good. I'm glad they are joining. My sister also got lost and came back and then went back again. They were connected, Sunanda, and then they were discovered. I mean, they went off. They were able to come in, so I don't know what is going on. But she did come. I saw the kid helping her. Anyway, initial stage, we'll do a lot of these things down the line. So we will learn from all the mistakes we made here. I thought I advertise all over, people will know and come, so may not be. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, we were talking about being in the present. On the Clubhouse also, the way to protect is don't take it personally, the meetings, and then it is easy for us to get emotionally get involved and really get into things, and also people react to other people are saying all that can be unnecessary burden for you. This is just a social media, a radio like, just listen to it and make sure you are not accumulating. How do you do that? Do you guys have any practice that you do not to have thought overload?
I limit
Yes.
how much I go onto social media.
Yeah.
I have a schedule. I only deal with it after I have done all of my centering activities and fed myself breakfast. I deal with it later on in the day.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But on the social media itself, what you can do is you have more like a as the discussion happening on the social media, if you are conscious about your presence, then you won't get absorbed into whatever pathology they are bringing. Suppose somebody is abusing me, saying, what the hell do you know? You are talking as though you know everything, you don't know anything. Something like that they have hurled at me, an insult. If I don't accept it, it doesn't bother me. But if I'm unconscious, I accept it. I automatically react to it. And then I increase my stress hormones and everything, okay? So the way to do that is this really important or not? Is this something real or not? Is this true or not? That kind of assessment. And then you say, okay, I intend to come and help people and share what I know, but I don't have to take this person's insult. Be conscious of anything like that. Okay? When I go, some people say, oh, wisdom, you are throwing a lot of wisdom and all that. If I succumb to the price by raising my ego, then I'm sunk. But if I'm conscious, okay, they are being nice and kind and loving, that's fine. But why should I increase my ego about that? Thinking so much about myself. If I'm unconscious about that, then I will allow my ego to boost. Then I won't be able to help them because I'm there just to boost my ego. So being conscious, whether it is insult or admiration or any respect or whatever, being conscious that I don't want to go into the ego means either you are in egoic thought or you are in consciousness. And that consciousness is our real being. So we forget about that, like you see, what she said, when she came, she was kind of down in her mood, but then when she started to do that, she regained that, her composure. See, that is what I'm talking about, let us be conscious about that as things are happening. I mean, this is a very important tip for the information age, because all the information coming to us at so much speed from so many different people, different sources, this 24-hour media, social media, and also when you go to the work, so many deadlines, so many pressures, all those things come, right? So if you lose your presence, you are going to put yourself in a lot of problems. So what people are doing is, they go to the work, unconsciously they allow this thought overload or overwhelm accumulate, and then they try to do something to relieve it by doing exercise, by doing whatever they do. What I am saying is, don't even let it accumulate. As you go through the day, don't let it accumulate. Do your job, let it go. Yeah, I think Laura has a wonderful expression, how she showed me. Let it go. That's that is what it is, let it go. and then you are free. You don't have the burden of accumulation, right? I mean, this is easier than done because our emotions, our thought reacts so fast. We kind of think, oh, we're doing the human thing. What's the big deal? It's not human thing. You're doing humanly. What is happening is a limitation. What is possible as a human is to be conscious. So what is possible, go there. Don't go to the limitation. If you're unconscious, you succumb to the limitation. And then you bring it, oh, she said this on that day 2-3 years ago. And then you leave that here, then that becomes the present. Actually, that was not there. So that is what is being conscious is here and now, be in the now. I have a word for that, PMA, present moment awareness. Right? Write it down on a paper and put it on the refrigerator. That's my tip. Write it down on the paper and put it on the refrigerator and look at it in the morning, and whenever you come to the fridge, then it will be imprinted in your mind. If you listen to a message and don't make it real, it will go. So many people talk so many things. So we will not have that as our property. Okay. So that's one tip, present moment awareness all the time. How you can do it is just recollect it, then you will come to the present moment. Then you say, okay, I'm aware of this. What's happening now? Focus on that. Is that too much, or is it something that is practicable?
Well, so again, going back to the macro, recently I have had a problem on the Clubhouse. That is because I'm used to having a present moment awareness. I'm usually telling people that to think about now, observe your environment. What is really the priority around now? And so I'm usually trying to help people with that in many different disciplines. However, on Clubhouse, I have this problem now that I'm trying to connect with people in government spaces, we have conversations about the United States Supreme Court, some important legal things that are going on, things that I have to be aware of, my tribes.
Yes.
And so the people they're doing this kind of, they're calling like weaponization of the features. Mm-hmm. And they are having block parties. So they, these kind of people, they tell everybody prevent this person from being able to have access to this information. Mm-hmm. And so they can't interface with the senator or the representative or whatever it is, because everyone's blocked. So I'm thinking, well, how can I have this awareness while I'm suffering this thing, because I'm trying to do my work and I can't because, so it's like, I'm a little blocked there about the present moment awareness that you mentioned. Like,
consider this, Harbija, okay? What you are going through is a reaction to the thing that is happening, That's mm-hmm. a righteous indignation, no doubt about it. But when you react, you cannot really respond to the challenge. So what you want to do is you want to convert the reaction, which is a righteous indignation of some injustice going on, stand up to it by all means, but without getting yourself in the process of reaction versus responding to the challenge. Ability to respond is the responsibility. You want to be responsible, but why do you have to secrete stress hormones by reacting to it?
Mm.
Then what happens is you will protect yourself, and also you have the ability to respond to the challenge. This is a very crucial thing for the doctors. I was telling you in the past, where I told them, why do you have to expend yourself to really fight some good cause? You have to have the strength, right? So
Mhm.
Martin Luther King did not react to all the things that were going around him. He had the ability to respond to the challenge of, white supremacy by not even blaming them, by standing for what he believed as the right thing. See, that is what Gandhi also said. You have to stand up against the injustice done by the other people, but not against them. Then what happens is you have a lot of energy in yourself to be able to correct the injustice. Otherwise, these people will go on strengthening because they don't feel that you are feeling like their aim is to make you weak and then win. So it's not that I'm not sympathetic to you. I'm very sympathetic to you. I see the injustice done very easily, but I'm protecting you by understanding this reaction versus response. It's not your crime you reacted, that you think is a humanly, it happens sometimes even without you knowing it comes up. That is where conscious living helps us. A lot of people who are not, we are automatically reacting, and we let our reaction, it could be in the family, it could be in the work, it could be in the clubhouse, anywhere the same dynamic happens. The other day, somebody said, I'm coming to the clubs and then I'm saying my piece, I'm done leaving, because lots of times I don't want to listen to all sorts of arguments, everything about that, because I know what they're saying is much more common than anybody can talk about. But what I said has an insight in it. Only when I'm convinced, okay, this is something these people have to learn, then I leave, because I don't want to convince them. They don't want to change, So they had a complaint. They thought, I'm coming there just for the clients. What clients? I see, when I wanted a free retreat also, people are difficult to sign in, So I just go there just to deliver my 2 cents worth and then come out, and people are liking it. I think they are the one who are thinking in the terms of business. That's why they're seeing like that. So why should I react to them? So somebody sent me an Instagram message. We think you are taking our clients away by coming and going. I said, okay, don't ping me. Everybody is pinging me. Then I'm trying to honor, going there and then seeing why they ping me. Usually there's a reason, because they have heard me somewhere or have been there with them. So they want me to come back and talk to them. So I go there, and a lot of them, they don't have any problem. Oh, I'm very happy, Dr. Rao, you just came in and we have just told us what it is. If you have to go, I usually go because somebody else pinged me, So now I made Dr. Cindy's club, as my main home, and I'm staying there. I'm happy because they're fair, they're friendly, and then they try to help each other. That's why I'm happy there. And I go there and then I have good time there, But other people call, when I go and come back also, they don't mind. They know that he's trying to do something. So if our aim is just to contribute value, then Clubhouse should not be a problem for us, because we are doing what we want to do, and beyond that, it's their problem. So
Yeah.
It's not that you should punish
that.
yourself just because you react.
Beyond that, it's their problem.
Yeah, you see, it's a kind of, what you see is, even if you react, be aware of the reaction. What happens is, if you don't be aware of the reaction, it continues. It gets strengthened. That's called ingrained thought. This happens in the families too. We fight with our siblings or our spouse and all that. Then we carry that to the present day and leave it to the present day and give strength so that it becomes real, but actually that person may not be in front of us. We are unnecessarily wasting by thinking about him,
Right.
that kind of thing. So I hope that present moment awareness comes back into your life. Harvish. I know you are practicing it before, but make it a habit now.
Yes, yes. This is actually the first time that I have been on Zoom,
Yeah.
and I have not felt like this spiritual assault. And yeah, I have been on Zoom. I do Zoom for engineering. I do Zoom for civil engineering, construction, civil engineering, for legal issues in Indian country, child welfare. I've been there with my fiance, sitting next to him, and we are both feeling the same thing. Like it's strange because it's like oh, one moment. Oh,
Yeah. Somebody calling. Yeah.
yes. Yes. So yes, I have been in these rooms, and we were feeling the same kind of pressures. And when I was in the Zoom meeting for the engineering by myself, I was feeling the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, what, how is it? And I said to myself, I don't even really want to be in Zoom anymore.
Yeah.
Even for professional meetings,
Yes.
I don't want to. But this time, the first time, I feel good about it.
I think it's all because Laurel is here, right, Laurel?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
And
Nandu
it-
is here, so something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all have to work on being in the present moment, because everything about this world is designed to stress us out. So we have
No,
to be
you are right. You
present.
see, you are right. Let me put it this way. Janaka, you are back. Okay, that's good. What I'm saying, see, if you are not attuned to being, which we are trying to do here, then the
Yeah.
personality, our thought-induced ego structure reacts. And that's not good for the other person and for us also. You see, there's a physical goal. There's a physical
Yeah,
goal. Yeah.
So it's actually possible. Like, I didn't even know that it was possible to change the feeling that I had when we were on Zoom. So we were actually saying, my fiance and I, we were saying we're not going to be doing Zoom anymore.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
but then and if we are going to be on Zoom, we only put our picture. But
Exactly.
this time I can feel that we can be a change. We can do
Yes.
something different and change the platform, the feeling
Yeah.
on the.
Exactly, because we are trying to nurture the beings of all of us. That's what I'm focusing on. It doesn't this way. This is called in Sanskrit term satsang. That means association of good people, where no social status is concerned, no race, gender, nothing. Only is concerned is that being. That's why I started this saying with the namaste, where we are treating the being in the opposite person with our being. Okay? And I said the chariot's passenger is the being. Everything else, nurturing the body, nurturing the senses, thoughts, the mind, intellect, they are all external to the being. Okay, there are layers that are called koshas, the layers, the first layer is called Annamaya kosha. That is made with food. That's why Anna means food. Annamaya kosha, it's made with food. What it is? Our physical body. Okay, and then that is the hardware actually. And then there is a software inside, which is they called Sukshma body, but that is micro body, they said, that is Manomaya kosha, where our thoughts, our feelings, our entire thing, the intellect and all those things are there, but basically thoughts, and the mind. That is the software which runs the hardware body. but that they have to have a power that is called pranamaya kosha. There's an energy body in us. Okay, the air we take it and goes into food taken, goes in and converts into energy and then drives our body, right? Hardware. So hardware is body, software is our mind and everything else related to that. And then the energy body, which we know we have that. Without the energy, we can't move, right? And then there is that understanding of life, conclusions about so many things, all that, that is called Vijnanamaya Kosha. Okay, and then beyond that, beyond these four, there is this Anandamaya Kosha, it's a blissful body. All these are external to our real being, where we are. Okay, and that is the being gets hurt or gets separated, and that's why we get so much stress. So the better thing would be turn it inside, go and civilize yourself there. And once you are there, all these other things will be taken care of very well. You understand? Suppose I put a retreat, and but my thing is not you and my own goal, then that becomes not nurturing the being. But when I put you ahead of me, I am nurtured, you are nurtured too. How? By nurturing you, I get nurturance too. You guys, mothers, you know that when you nurture your child, you get a lot of nurturance. If the child eats, you feel like I have eaten, don't you?
I didn't hear the last part.
When the mother feeds a child, she is happy that the child has eaten.
Mhm.
Yes, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same thing applies to
Yeah.
nurturing of other human beings.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Chinaka, we see you now. Okay, so just participate. So I had a schedule. We'll go into that now. Okay. What I was showing you was the limbering up exercises, and also I was showing you about some asanas that you can do in the chair while you are standing and all that. Now we will do a few breathing exercises that you can do sitting in the chair also. Okay, so the first one is called very simple exercise that you have to make sure that you are doing it the correct posture and all. Ideally, you can sit on the floor, but you don't have to. You can sit on the chair and do it. The main thing required here is sit straight with your feet planted on the floor. Okay, both feet firmly planted. And then keep your spine erect, neck erect. Everything is straight line. Okay, and now close your mouth, take a deep breath slowly through the nose, all the way from the level of abdomen. Okay, you are sucking air from there. And hold it for a couple of seconds. Now blow it out through the nose. Always blowing out should be longer than taking in. Expiration longer than inspiration. Let's do 2 more times, okay? One more time. Imagine you are taking the life force within you. Hold it. How does it feel?
Shoulders relaxed.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like dizzy or anything like that, right? There.
Mm.
Okay. So that is how.
I never knew the expiration needing to be longer than the inspiration. That was new knowledge that you gave me. Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, that's very important. And I will tell you the reasons later. Scientifically also there, ancient also there. Now I'm going to show you a breathing thing that is very important. You have to put the hands like I said. Okay, left hand, pick it up. Okay, Okay, combine the thumb and the index finger together like this. Okay, opposition, okay? Right? Hold it, and then all the three together, other three fingers. Now put it on the left knee. Turn down, okay? Like the palm is touching the knee. Keep it rested there. Now take the right hand, okay? Take the index finger and the middle finger and bend them down. And hold with the thumb. Okay? Now you're going to use the thumb and the ring finger to do this breathing exercise. What you do is first to close the thumb, and then you see this is the bone part, this is the cartilage part. And here slightly press and close this. Okay, watch this. See? And place the thumb there and close the right nostril. Not firmly. Nose should not move, just pressure. Okay. Now take a deep breath through the left nostril. Keep your spine straight. Now close the left nostril with the ring finger. Same place, slight pressure, and then blow the air through the right. Now take a deep breath through the right nostril. Close that with the thumb and blow it out through the left. Let's do second one. Take a deep breath through the left nostril. Close it with the ring finger. Blow out through the right. Then take a deep breath through the right nostril. Close it with the thumb and blow out through the left. That is one rotation, both nostrils. Start with 3, go to 5, 8, like that. And then you can do up to 15 minutes as the goal in about 1 year. Okay, so it has to be slow like that. Okay, what it does is it opens both nostrils. Normally, every 45 minutes, one nostril becomes dominant, other one, less. Okay, but this way you will be able to clear both nostrils functional, and then you get this is a lot of benefits in there. Okay, this is one of the main yogic breathing I taught you just now. Okay, so try it, and if you have problems, DM me or ask me a question, whatever. Okay, so these two, the Bhastrika, first one is the normal breathing and all that, and then this is Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. These two are you could practice every day and see the benefits of it. But when you do that with a reverence to the life that is coming into us through the air and how it is sustaining us. Even just by that feeling only, you will be focusing on that, and all your thoughts are put aside. See, that is the thing you want to get it is, you want to get away from unconscious thoughts, unwanted, unnecessary thoughts, and be in the present. And then use the thought to solve the problems of your life. Not thought becoming your problem. Why? Because thoughts are happening to the being in you. You are not the thoughts. That's the problem with Western society that has spread to the Eastern, all over the world it's right now. But if you can really understand that, you won't have a lot of mental illnesses. Anxiety, depression, all those things emanate from this mistake, and people think they are the thoughts. That's what happens on the clubhouse too. Whatever they're saying, they think that is they are. And if you say something, my experience, this is the way I feel, all those things come, which are really unnecessary. We are basically human beings. We just have these ideas and other things to solve our basic problems. But the thought should not be a problem. So this is a main thing from the breathing you can understand. You can come back to your presence. And I use this term quite often. You take that presence that you attain with these breathing practices through the day like perfume. How you be conscious and also take the presence breathing break quite often. So you are always coming to yourself. There are so many attacks on that from outside. That's where you have to protect yourself. If you can really understand this and do it, I think this is the greatest thing you have done to yourself in this coming age. More mechanics, more technology, more things are coming up, right? So they're going to take you away from that being all the time. So I'm going to be in good business because a lot of people will be needing me to show this kind of thing and make them practice that. I know that, So I have been telling people, and my friends are getting really overwhelmed on the Clubhouse. I see that those guys go away. Then I looked at myself, why not happening to me? This is the reason. I was up until midnight last night with Dr. Cindy's club. They were having the happy hour. It went into so many discussions. And then I slept at 12, I woke up at 4:30 or so. I'm still fine. Because in the morning, I did my practices and I got my center back and then I'm fine. So that is the second part we want to talk about.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question, Dr. Rowe.
Yeah.
Remember when you did your presentation in the room, you said that there was a breathing practice where you alternate the nose and it helped with bringing your abdomen in. Is that the one that you just showed us?
No. This is abdomen breathing, okay? What I showed was very simple. That's called Bahya Pranayama. Bahya means outside, okay? So what you do is, you again sit straight. We can do it right now. Everybody has to sit straight in the chair. And now, take a deep breath first, okay? Now, when you blow out, what you do is, as you blow out, suck the abdomen so that it's touching the spine, okay? And then take a deep breath. So the abdominal wall goes in, and then that really helps the diaphragm to come down, and also it flattens your abdominal wall. This is what I was showing you in that meeting. We were talking about flatness of the abdomen, how we can get into that and all that, So I think some people liked it because it will flatten the stomach a little bit, But actually, you can do it again very simply. Take a deep breath slowly. Abdominal wall comes out when you take a deep breath, right? And now, as you blow it out, let the abdominal wall go in. This is very important for the energy also because our energy is located around the umbilicus, okay? So that umbilicus, Jataragni, they say, is very good for the metabolism. It enhances the metabolism. It kind of makes you feel like, energized. Actually, suppose you go public speaking and you are facing the crowd and you become nervous, which is a normal response also, then you do 3 times this breathing, all your tension will lessen. And also you will come to your focus, your presence, So that's a very important breathing practice. Are you satisfied, Lauren? Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Sure. So we have that. We'll move along the agenda. How much time did we spend? Almost 2 hours. Counting, yeah, from 8 o'clock, right? And so,
1 hour, 5 minutes.
Okay, now we have done limbering exercises. I showed you the standing pose, then standing stretches also I showed. Now we're going to go into balancing exercises, okay? So very simple one I will show you that you can do while dressed up too, okay? Please get up. Okay, now stand up on both feet together as much as possible. If it doesn't help you to be together, it's fine. Wide apart also is okay. But important thing is stand on one leg completely with your leg going on that while you are still on 2 feet. One leg completely goes and presses the floor. Okay. And then lift up the other leg. And then just leave the support and stand on that leg. Even for a few seconds, it's okay. And then come down. Plant this other foot firmly into the ground. And then let it go, support. And as you go along, once you start to practice it, if you close your eyes, it becomes more challenging. Close your eyes. See? It becomes a real challenge. Then come down. And once you know this balancing thing, then you will go a long way. Okay? While you are like this, to challenge your balance, put feet together, go on the toes. Stand up. And then let go the support and then come down. If you want support, that's fine. Otherwise, you can go and come down. You can go and come down. You can go and hold it for a few seconds and then come down. So you can practice this while you are in the hospital or in the clinic or wherever you're working. You can do this once in a while. Then through the day, you will learn how to really balance yourself under several circumstances. That becomes a good thing to practice, because later on, when I show you real balancing poses, you need that balance, okay? But then that feeds on itself. The more you practice balancing exercise, the more not only balance, concentration. These two things will come to you, okay? The balance in the body reflects on the balance in the mind. You get it? So external things come, you will be cool. So this is the thing. From the body, things go into the mind. From the mind, it comes to the body. Right now, what we are doing is all the mental problems, anxieties, or overthinking, or any of those, depression or negative thinking, they're coming onto your body and making your body stiff and not be comfortable. That's how you develop the dis-ease. Okay? So this is the balancing thing that you can do by each leg so many times. Then it will be very, very easy for you to develop that balance. Okay? The other thing you can do is with the balance, you know, as you get better at the balance, you can put your both feet a little bit apart as much as possible. Okay, and then both feet facing forward. Okay, like that. Then go down and sit in an imaginary chair. All the way. As low. Yeah, I mean, you have to do according to what your body allows you. Okay, so don't hurt yourself, don't push yourself.
Okay.
Ease into it. Okay, it's not a competition. It's like a knowing our own body, how much it can allow us, right? Remember that. Don't push yourself. You don't have to show off or anything. We are not in a competition. We are trying to understand our own body and work with it. Okay? Why I showed you that is a very firm plant of the balance thing, but at the same time, really balances all the pelvic and gluteal muscles. And that way you will be much more balanced and you do the other things. Okay. The other thing you can do is stretch all the way, right? And then turn one side. Knees straight now. The back is like this. Okay. The front is like this. The feet. Okay. And now put this left hand on the knee. Okay. And this one on this and go forward. Bend at the knee. Knee is 90 degrees to the floor. You will feel the stretch in the inner thigh of the right leg. Then come up, turn towards this side, and then keep both feet forward. Now we're going to the right. So this will be like this. This will be like this, the foot. Then go and stay there. Then turn and come. See, you need to understand each asana as a basic pose, middle, and advanced. But each one has so many steps with each pose. So you have to do those poses in sequence. And then when you're coming back, you have to reversely come back. This is a principle of the asana. Be comfortable, stable, no pain, don't push, let the body ease into it, and go from basic to middle to advanced, always in the present, breathing, and both sides, alignment. These are the principles of how to master yoga, physical yoga. Okay, there's so much more. Like I said, remember that chariot. We are only at the body level. We have to go to the senses, how to operate them, brains, thoughts, and then understanding, and then the being. So there's so many steps there, okay? How do people feel about the balance and all that? Are there any problems?
It was difficult to do a little bit.
So
Taking.
easy is done.
Yeah.
Put yourself
Yeah.
a time every day
Yeah.
and do those
Yeah.
whatever comfortable for you. Important thing
Right.
is notice where the body is stiff, where it is tension. And then if you know how to do it, fine. Otherwise, pose that question to me. That's how you progress. Okay, suppose I'm seeing you directly doing yoga, I can correct you right there. But if I don't see you completely, that's why we have to work with this arrangement. Maybe I'll put it next time with an iPad on in my yoga studio downstairs, where
Yeah.
you can see me completely, and then you can follow that. I can also see you completely, then I can tell you. And then
Yes.
if today we are not using the major yoga. We are trying to understand what we are trying to do in this retreat. But once you are ready, then I will tell you what are the requirements, how to be empty stomach, how to have loose clothing, how to really consume water and all that. All those general principles I will tell you when you are really doing a serious yoga. This is only for incorporating yoga moves into the daily life of any executive, secretary, or teacher, anybody like that who are working with information. Am I going too much for you, or is it okay?
No, that's really good. I'm curious. I had like my back was hurting me because I had a car accident, my lower back, but now it's feeling a little bit better. So I think it kind of worked out the muscles a little bit. Yeah, less stiff.
It does, because if you don't attend to them, they settle down in those reactions to the injury, in the long run also. And also, mind also makes you feel like you are having the problem, So that's what it is. Now, okay, there is what's called, I'm going to talk to you, I'm not going to take you through that because this next time we can do that, It's called vinyasa. That means you go from one pose to other pose. Okay, not just one pose only, but everybody kind of gets into one posture to other posture so that they can do the whole thing in about what it is, few minutes. Okay, you can start with the Surya Namaskaras, the sun salutations, and then you can go. That much I have to see everybody how they are doing fully. You know? So I have to arrange like that where I can see you guys completely what you're doing. Then we can do that. Okay, but then you will go to series of poses according to the problem you have. Like Laura mentioned, the back pain. Somebody has maybe shoulders are weak and neck pains, very common. You know,
Sciatica.
yeah, see sciatica. All those accordingly, we can suggest them to do some things, and also be careful of some things. If you do, those things can be aggravated. So you have to understand really not only your body, also the problem you have, what is the solution you have, and how rapidly you can get it. You should not push the body by saying, I'm going to do it. This is like a challenge. No, none of that. You have to allow the body to get into the ease by slowly reversing the problems you have done, right? So that starts with a lot of things about a lot of things. You will have to understand all those diet, your psychological factors, your environmental factors, your food, and all those things come into play. But we will attend to them as we go along. You know? Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is we are going to relax now. Okay, but I'm not going to put you on the floor. That is the ideal way. That's called corpse pose. This is Shavasana. Okay, we will do the variation of that in the chair. Okay, that way you will really feel relaxed. Okay, so what we did, first we did some physical yoga, and then we did some breathing to get the more breath, more air go into the demanded muscles, because when you put the muscles under the demand, they need more oxygen. That's why we did all the breathing. Okay, then they function better too. Okay, then now we want to relax the body because we stretched it, right? So sit in the chair, and then you can relax. No TV, no radio, nothing going on around you. And then what you do is you put your both feet firmly planted there, close your eyes, listen to my voice, okay? Close your eyes, and then start with the toes to, when I say contract, relax, then what you do is when you contract, take a deep breath. When you relax, I say, take it out, okay? So first, let's try how you guys do it. Contract toes, all the toes together. As you let them go, relax. 3 times. Contract toes, and then relax. And again, contract toes and relax. Right? Now, feel the contractions in the both foot themselves. Just imagine you're contracting the muscles in the foot. Contract and relax. Now, lift up the foot at the ankle level. That means foot comes up towards the leg. That is the contraction. Take a deep breath then. Let it go. Relax. Breathe out. Now contract. Relax with expiration. Now lift up the heels. Contract the muscles at the calf. Because when you lift up the heels, that's what happens. Contract. Taking a deep breath. Relax by going down. Right? From now onwards, you will hear only contract and relax. So breathing, you do it yourself, okay? Now at the knee, what you do is you lift up the leg at the knee level, foot is raised up. You feel the contraction in the thigh muscles, okay? Contract, relax. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. Go to the opposite leg. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. Now we came all the way to the hip now. So you raise the leg with the knee bent, but at the flexor netler hip joint, bending forward, right? Okay. Contract, hold it in the midair, relax. Lift up, breathe in, relax, breathe out. Again, lift up, breathe in, breathe out, relax. Let it go completely when you relax the breath, okay? Do the opposite leg. Contract, lift up the leg. Take a deep breath when you are lifting up, and then breathe out and relax. Again. Again. See, you came all the way to the hips, right? Now, abdominal muscles, okay? Suck it in, relax. Now, come to the chest muscles. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. Lift up the shoulders like you're shrugging. Relax. Let the air go. Relax. Now put both your hands on the knees and contract the arm muscles and relax by breathing out. Again, you can do both now together. Relax. Now forearms. Contract the forearms and let it go. Relax. Again. Relax. Last time. Relax. Now contract the hands, grip them, and let it go. Relax. Make a fist and let it go. Relax. Last time. Now we come to the neck. Let it fall forward. And relax. See, we have done the neck exercise before. They should be more relaxed now that. Now come to the chin. Relax the chin. Around the mouth. The cheeks. The eyes. The forehead. Raise the eyebrows, then the scalp muscles will be contracted. Relax. That's it. This is body scanning, Shavasana, when you are sitting in the chair. But in actual Shavasana, what happens is you suspend this whole body to the earth. With that, you also suspend your mind. If you do Shavasana with me and then practice is before you go to sleep and after you have done a good yoga session, you will get immense benefits because you are focusing on the parasympathetic nervous system. Your deep breathing will help you relax entire body. Get it? And also, as you are contracting each muscle, you know where the pains are. Anybody notice anything like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's okay. It's a good thing that you are doing, that you are paying attention to that, and then you can get rid of them. Because what happens is these neglected psychosomatic things that are mental tensions reflected in your body, if you don't attend to them, they lead to problems. Apart from infection, apart from congenital or genetical, apart from some injury, you should be able to maintain your body in samastiti, they call it, equilibrium. That is in our hands. I'm a physician, but I don't take any medications for myself. A lot of people at my age take a lot of medications now, but it's not that you should not take medication, but you can create conditions where you don't have to take many medications. You can cut down some of them with the guidance of your physician, and you can also help yourself by repairing your body like this. It doesn't happen just like that. It requires sustained attention to what is causing the problem and also how to repair the body on a daily basis. Okay, even if you can do daily, a few times a week will be good. But my aim is when you go to the work, if you follow these principles, you should be able to cut down the stress you're accumulating. See, that is where I'm different, because I'm not putting like a yoga sequence, you have to come and do with me and all that. I want you to do in your daily activity, daily life, right? So we have done Shavasana also. Now we will go to the, first of all, feed me. How did you all feel one by one? Laura?
Okay, everybody's shy, so I'm not shy. It felt wonderful in my body when I worked through all the muscles, because some of them were tight, but after the flexing, they
Yes.
got more relaxed.
Yeah.
And I really felt relaxed at the end. I really wanted to take a nap, like you said.
Yes. That's actually, when you do the Shavasana, you may fall asleep too.
Yes.
That's okay. But then as you become more alert, more awake, you will be not doing that. Okay. And there are some gunas, they call it, and then I'll talk to you about them later. So Nandu, how did you feel as a whole?
Yeah, it was good. Some of the muscles, like she said, was stiff, So it felt nice to relax them. And overall, this was the first time I'm doing one sitting
Yeah.
Shavasana. It's always like horizontal, no?
I mean, this is more
Uh,
practical
okay.
because you can't
Yeah.
do Shavasana in front of everybody. But suppose you are in the
Right.
office, you can just do
Yeah.
it for a few minutes. Nobody notices that, you know. See,
Yes.
everything I'm teaching you, you can do it very, very discreetly. Nobody notices you.
Okay.
Suppose you are sitting there and you just want to take a presence breathing break. You can look at people also, but you can just close your mouth and take a deep breath and blow it out. And you blowing it out, you remember this breath is my life force. Then
Right.
you are in present. You have to be in the present. Then once the mind is running, then you do this slow breathing, it will slow down. That is the essence of it. Okay. Mind and breath come from the same source of strength.
Mhm.
One has the opposite effect of the other. If the breathing is pretty fast, your thought is also going to be pretty fast. But if you slow it down, thought will slow it down. Okay. Suppose you are thinking too much and you want to come back to the present, that's the best way. They always say that, take a deep breath, slow it down, calm down, take a deep breath. They say that. That's very true. Okay. So, and also pranayama means, prana means life. Ayama means that is widens the life,
Right.
extends the life. Okay, that's the meaning of it. So the few breaths you take, the longer you live.
Mhm.
So remember that. Tell me 3 things you're going to take and apply in your routine.
Let me get my notes.
Just to reinforce things, that's all, Hepzibah, what do you think?
Yeah. I will do the breathing exercises
Ah.
in the morning, in the evening, and before and after I do the clubhouse meetings.
Yes.
Or any kind of meeting, because
Exactly.
meeting people in general can be stressful. My sciatica symptoms, I was really feeling like I had to go to the doctor today, and after this 1 hour or so that we have been doing these exercises, all of a sudden it's like my pain has started to evaporate.
Yeah, success for you. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so I was just thinking I will try to remember also what you are saying without taking notes to strengthen my brain,
Yes.
so that I can and trust that these breathing exercises I will, because I'm doing them, contracting muscles and releasing them and doing the breathing, that it will make my brain sharp so I can remember.
Yeah, definitely. So Chinaka, anything new for you? She does it all these things, I can't hear her.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. They know that. So Laurel.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. PMA, present moment awareness.
Exactly.
At all times, at all times.
Write it and put it on the fridge. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
2, even if you react, be aware of your reaction at all times.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah.
And save your energy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, and this was one that I want to remember. Expiration should be longer than inspiration.
Yeah,
and there is
very important, very important, because the inspiration lets you get the air that goes and gets metabolized, right? And then you want to take more effort to get the toxins and all the things that you don't need out. You see?
Okay.
That's why. And then also, when you really let it out, it has the relaxing effect on the mind.
Okay, the expiration breath has the relaxing effect on
Ah,
the
so
that's good
that's
to
why
know.
you have to do that. Okay. And also there is a deeper yogic meaning is not yogic, a sage's meaning is you ought to let go of the body mind complex completely.
Okay.
Hi, Tata, am I audible?
Yeah. When you take, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you take it in,
Yeah.
you are taking the life force
Mhm.
and you're holding the life force when you're holding it. But when you are letting it go, you are letting it go all the toxins and everything that's not you. What you are that being. You are not just a body mind complex. The more you let it go like that, the easier for you, because who is stressing out? The mind and the body, not the being. That will be like that all the time. The more Hafizah was able to come to her presence, her inner being. That's why she is so relaxed now.
Yes.
What was tensioning her? Her mind. So when you are letting the body mind go, then you are really staying in who you are.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
pretty tough to understand, but then it will get into you.
I have a bonus one that's really important. Balance in the body reflects the mind and vice versa.
Exactly. You got it. You got it, Lauren. Go and advertise this so that more people will know about it. Hafiza, you also, go and advertise this. Okay. Whatever it is. I never ask for the endorsements, but they are telling me you should ask for them, because they all say very complimentary things. Some say I'm a superstar of the spirituality. So many things they call me, But then I let it go just like that. A lot of people signed it to me. I think I'm 3,200 within a month and a half or something, But that's nice. If they can use this in their life, that's what I want.
Okay.
You're not going to be very popular with the chiropractors.
No, they like me because they understand how their chiropractor is working. Chiropractor is from yoga, but they work only on the physical aspect.
Okay.
But
Oh,
real
I
yoga,
never.
real yoga is bringing your consciousness, your nervous mind, everything into this.
Mm.
You see, if Hafizah, if she compromises to the value that she wanted to fight for, then she will lose her soul. Because she is trying to be in her soul, all her problems. So these people who are not in the soul, they're causing problems.
Ooh, let me hear that again. That's important. That's some wisdom there, Dr. Rowe. Wait. You said the ones who are what? Are causing the problems. Are losing their souls?
No, they are not in their souls.
They're not in their
They are in
soul.
their mind and in their thoughts, in their ego. And that's why
Their
they're
ego.
they don't care about the being, because at the being level, we are all one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why later on they will have problems, because they have to take drinks or anything, just because this whisperer inside, the conscious speaks. If not now, down the line.
Yes.
So that kind of people are so many causing problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's sage wisdom right there, Dr. Rowe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are now coming to this. I will recap everything we did so that everybody can understand. And the last half an hour I'll spend on the food. Okay. I can't serve you food, but I'll tell you about food. Okay. Because we are virtual. What it is what did you do? We started with saying, guests are our gods. Atithi Devo Bhava. Okay, that's what they say, right? And then we said, Namaste means prostrating to the being in you from my being. That's why they put it here, heart to heart, being to being. And then we use a symbol of chariot to see where we are working from. We are working from the body of the chariot, which has to be in top condition. So that way we want our body to be energetic, vital, and in ease, not in disease. Okay, and then we want to work on the senses, mind, thoughts, intellect, and then go to the being. Right? We covered a little bit of them also, otherwise it won't make sense, you know. And then we started to limber up, and we started to know what is to stand, how to stand, and also how can we do standing and sitting exercises without really changing dress or changing mats or anything like that. Then we went into balance, right? Then we learned some few breathing exercises, Vastrika and Anulom Vilom and Bahya Pranam. These three we did, okay? And then we did relaxation, Shavasana in the chair, which is the body scan. This is very well employed by a lot of people now. But our difference is we are always thinking the breath bringing us a life force, and with that sensation, we have to breathe, right? And identify the problems within our body. And then after relaxation, what we did, we kind of went around everybody that it is there. And the other thing is, I want you guys visit my website. It's just being built, you know. Maybe there's a section where you can leave your comments about this, okay? So that we can use that, and that we can ask, you guys can ask questions and all that. You know my website?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to tell them the name of the website. It's beapal.com.
Not .net, not .com.
Not
.net.
.net.
.net. Yeah.
BEAPAL.net.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
She got it correctly for the first time. A lot of people have difficulty with that. beapal.net. So Nandu, you also visit the website.
Yes, yes.
And
Okay.
telling me things will not work because I don't have any ego to boost up, you know. But what I want is I want to reach more people. That's why I kind of saying that you should put your experience there. Also, it reinforces your understanding or what you missed or what you don't remember. Then you can visit the recording will be there. You can go back and see it too. Because whatever your conditioning was before will come back this tonight. And we'll wipe out all these things that you have learned unless you, in the morning, you get up and get rid of all those conditioning slowly. Okay, that is where people don't understand. They make a New Year's Eve resolution. I want to lose my, did you make it that, Laurel? Have you made it?
Yes, I definitely made some resolutions.
How many did you achieve them? So,
Yeah,
not putting in the spot. Huh?
that's tough.
Yeah, that's the mechanism I want to explain. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but the thing, we all do that, you know. What it is once you have the resolution, your mind made it, but your body didn't agree to it. So in the morning when you get up, you want to do the exercise, the body says, you made it, and I did not make it, just forget it. Right? It is staying in its part. Another thing is, the thinking that you did before, unconsciously, routinely, habitually, that has its own groove in the brain. This is we call like an ingrained thought. This is how neuroplasticity works too. Those ingrained thoughts come out dominantly and they dictate to you what you have to do. At that time, you have to be conscious about them. That is what you have to do in the meditation. When you sit down, you go back to your being and then you see all these superficial thoughts coming up, put them aside one by one. You can only do this by next step, what I'm going to talk about meditation. Okay, that's a big subject, but we have to know where you are at. Do anybody do meditation? You, Nandu, I know my sister does it, but what are you guys? So what do
Yes,
you
I
do?
do.
What do you do when you do meditation?
I do Om chanting.
So you
And,
are repeating a
Yes.
mantra. Okay, that's fine.
mantra.
Then Laurel.
I do affirmations, and I also do breathing meditations, guided meditations, where I tell myself, connected to the planet, and I breathe in what's positive and I breathe out what's negative.
Okay. What about Epizba? Do you do meditation?
Ziva.
Ziva is easy for me. I will say Ziva.
Ziva is good.
Yeah, Ziva. I think that is easy for me. Yeah.
Yeah, so I I put some incense, some frankincense, and white sage, and some Palo Santo, and some other things I put together. And
More like a visualization and then sensory stimulation. Okay, that's fine. So, okay, what you guys are doing is all periphery of the meditation. It's not actual meditation. Okay, but you have to start somewhere. It's absolutely okay, Nandu, to do the Om Charan, but that has to lead to something. Otherwise, you get stuck in that. Okay. You can also, you're projecting affirmations and all that, Laurel. That's also a limitation down the line. And the same thing with Ziva's thing too. So you start with that. For the first step on the meditation is not meditation, first step into quieting the mind, is concentration. It can be anything. It can be a puja, it can be a mantra, it can be a affirmation, it can be a association with smells and all those things. Okay, but if you don't know how to go beyond that, you will be there, and then your mind will be running all around. Isn't it true? During the day, your mind goes all over.
Yeah, it does.
What
You
about
just-
you? Yeah, what about you, Ziva? Randu said yes.
no, for me, it's when I change the smells, it helps me to change my mindset. And then I never was part of a group that was doing just meditation, but I heard a little bit of things, like they say, don't think about anything.
The thing I'm asking is, how is your mind when you're not doing this?
It's usually very busy, but I think what people call meditation, I do gardening.
Oh, that's good. That's very good too. That's actually a very good activity, I'll tell you. But basically, your mind goes on its own lots of times, right? But that is will be various activity, but people let it go by itself, But I think you have some good things that you're doing, Ziva, that are really helping you, But we will go into the depth of it. Then you'll understand what you are doing is a little bit ahead of Nandu and Laura, But still, there will be a state when you don't have to do a special effort to do the meditation.
Yeah.
It takes some time. You don't have to feel bad or anything, but the thing is, you are trying to do something at least. Okay, that's good. So what I'm trying to do is concentrate your mind, and that focus is very important in everything. That means you are in flow with whatever activity you are doing. Attention to every action. Write this down. This is something you want to do on a daily basis with everything. Attention to every action. So you kind of go down the building, you take the car out, you pay attention to every small action that you do. You are on the car, you are driving on a familiar path. Don't be involved in some thinking. Pay attention to the road, pay attention to the conditions, pay attention to what your interior smell of the car and all that. People don't do this, you know. Even if you try to do it, it's good enough. And then you go to the office, you go to wherever you work, whatever you do, split into steps. Suppose you have to make few phone calls. That's the goal. Each phone call, you be attentive. That means you are completely in attention, doing your job. Don't do multitasking. Multitasking, break it into several things, and each task focus on it. See, this is a modern problem, multitasking. And I'm a physician, I'm an informatician, I do so many things with this kind of meetings and all that, right? But each meeting that I go on Clubhouse, I pay attention. I'm completely there. But once I'm gone, next room, I forgot about that room, only this room, because I am here, attention. So we don't have to do anything extra, just pay attention to whatever we are doing. And don't be driven by external forces. I'll come to that. Let me finish this. You know what happens? Your product quality improves. Did you see how I recollected everything that we did? Probably you guys may not be able to repeat in the order that I did, because I pay complete attention to the meeting that's going on. What I'm trying to say is, it's not that I'm great or anything. This can be cultivable by anybody. We can cultivate a paying attention to every action with each one. You are sitting down with a plate in front of you eating. Only eat. Enjoy the food. Chew it well. Pay complete attention to that. Then you will eat less and you will enjoy more. You will assimilate better. Right? So
I like the eat less part.
you actually, that is what happens. Because you eat slowly, you are chewing slowly, then what happens? A lot of your saliva goes and fills your stomach. So if you take 20 minutes to chew and eat, you will eat very less. Actually, it's much better for you. But if you eat unconsciously, you gulping down, you'll eat a lot more. We've noticed that Indians, we also eat with hands sometimes, because those foods are made like that. But if you eat with fork, we eat less. Me and my wife were talking about the other day. We noticed that.
Ah.
So if you eat pretty fast, what happens is, from the time you get hungry till the time you get satisfied, it takes 20 minutes whether you eat or not. The hunger waves and all that last that long, and then they go away if you don't eat anything. Suppose you miss a lunch and after a while you don't feel the hunger anymore. Right? So that's why don't eat fast, don't gulp it down, thinking something else or chatting with somebody and all that. That's not good. Okay? Enjoy the food, share the taste with a friend if you want to, but then focus on that activity only. Try this. Every activity you do tomorrow, see, is your attention there or not? Remember me, then attention will come.
So let me make sure I'm understanding. You're saying that this is what meditation is, focusing on the present and being fully present and in flow.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's new. That's new for me because I did it when I was hearing about meditation from other people. They said something different.
See, they are always talking about our thoughts going all over. We don't have any control. We get all these things from somewhere. How do I control them? It's like a wind, it is going, all those things. This is not here. There's centuries people thought about this. But the thing is, mind is made to think. Mind is not there. Actually, there are only thoughts. We created a mind, we created a personality, we created an ego. And we think this is my thought, this is the way I think, this is the way I would like, and all that. They're okay if they are not having any. Suppose you come and you tell me something, I knock it down, then you feel bad because your ego is knocked down. But the ego is not there. Then what happens? You pay attention to whatever you are doing. So don't let the mind run you to the back, to the past, or to the future. How? By being here and now. If you are in the present, then you can use the wisdom of the past, but don't have to live there. You can project a goal in the future, but you don't have to go there. First, do the steps that need for the goal. Make it into steps. Each step, pay attention. Be completely with it. If you have to go from here to your car, you need to take 10 steps, right? Then each step, pay attention. Then you won't slip, or you will see all the problems on the road and everything. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why when I go to the club hospital room, it's done. Next room, I'm fresh. But I'm there participating. They think, oh, I'm such a big thinker. No, I have insights, not thinking.
That's a loaded word, thinking.
Yes, the people think we are thinking of, no, thoughts come and we hold on to them. Or we resist them. So I want to do this. Close your eyes. Focus on something. And if a thought comes, see it like a cloud in the sky.
Sorry, what did you say last?
Cloud in the sky.
A card?
No, cloud.
A gull? Seagull?
No, cloud.
Cloud.
Oh, cloud.
Cloud in the sky. It is coming and it is going, you are watching it. So be aware of what you are thinking and also be aware of what is happening outside. There is a movement of thoughts that go on. See, for practical matters, you have to use that thought. But having an insight, understanding a thing, you need insight, not thought. Thought comes afterward. This is the biggest confusion people have, and they let their mind run like anything, and then they want peace. They want something. This is part of our wellness health. What did they say about mind? A quiet, peaceful interior where thoughts have their place, but they don't come on their own. Because you are in the being. See, thoughts are experienced by somebody, right? You experience thought. Who is that experiencer? Your being. So if you are in the being, thought is a faculty. Actually, don't you think that I have a very good intellect? but it's under control. Ego is a good slave, but a poor master. That is the difficult thing we did. So focus on concentrating your thought, all the thoughts, and then you can go further. That's the first thing I would say, what you call meditation. Ultimately, you won't need the meditation also, but that takes some time for people to come to. So we should not push them. They have to come on their own. You see, when you are affirming Laurel, you are projecting thoughts from your so-called mind. But they are just thoughts though. But then you have to remember them. You have to make sure that happened and all that. But in reality, they are not happening because they are just thoughts come and go. So what you need to do is make them real in your life. Present moment awareness, not the concept of it, but is it real in my life? I heard, I know this is true, but why is it not in my life? Because we are happy just to make a concept, oh, it's a good thought, it's a good one, oh, a nice one and all that. But is that my experience? That's why I always tell people, my thing is experiential, not conceptual thinking. They cannot understand that at all because they're always coming from concepts, ideas, something out there. What about my life? Is it real? If I say, I care about the being, don't you guys feel it? Right? That is real for you. I can say so many things, but if I don't exchange that being level, you know it. Suppose I say things about Laurel on the back and I'm saying I care about you. How does it feel?
It's not true.
Yeah. So see, that's what it is. So don't make these things as concepts for you. Make them real for you in the life. Don't have to blame yourself just because they're not there. But I told you how thoughts ingrain and they come up all the way. So a lot of the modern thing is they don't understand the psyche and also the internal nature of the thoughts and all that. That's why they are not able to help people with anxiety, depression and all that. Therapy and all these things, they're based on thought structures. And these burnout coaches that are working, I told them so many times, none of them get it. They themselves are burned out. One guy I know, he thinks he's a big deal and everybody else is after him, thinking, oh, he's doing that, this, and that. What he does is, he does a lot of clubs, a lot of things and all those. But he himself could not handle Clubhouse and took 1 week off. How can you tell other people if you cannot do it yourself? Because he is trapped in the thought structure and he cannot come out. Anyway, don't worry about that. Focus on the concentrating, focus on getting your things together. Make things not concepts. The concepts have to be real in our life, in our behavior, in our life. And also, I don't use any sensors, anything like that. But the gardening is something very good because I don't do that also. But you know, what I'm saying is gardening is very good for the soul because you're planting a seed, getting the new life out. And then you are going and interacting with that being. So that's a very good thing. My wife also waters the plants and all that. It's a good activity. So
in my culture, we consider them to be people.
Yes, they are. Exactly. They are beings.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. And also they are part of you too.
Mhm.
If you don't breathe out carbon dioxide, they won't get the carbon dioxide. They won't give the oxygen. And so they are our lungs.
Ah, okay. I have another way of explaining that too.
Mm.
Thank you for that, Dr. Rev.
So it's something we all know, but we are separated by that, all this thinking. We feel it in our guts. The other person has a being, and the other person has the feelings, the other person has all that we feel. But then the being is there. The more we are separated from that, the more suffering.
Ah, yes.
Why do you feel good when you hug somebody?
Being present for them.
Yeah, not only that, you're closer to that being of that person.
Yeah.
It may be physical act, mental act, but it goes deeper into that. But you can be in the being without hugging also. I'm just, a lot of people need that, you know. But I'm saying, see, when you are going into this monk-like mind, sage-like mind, these layers disappear.
Mhm.
Then you accept everybody else as yourself. So there are no others.
Hmm.
So for the meditation, start with concentrating, but do this every day at the same time in the same place. And then as you focus and concentrate, you will see they slow down. Once they slow down, then you see the gap between two thoughts. That gap increases.
Mhm.
And only when you want to use thought, it will come. Otherwise, it won't come and bother you. Because you're always in that silence. That's a big, big blessing, you know.
Mhm.
You're not getting stupid. You're not using your thought or anything like that. You use it much better way. Like I said, pay attention to every action. There won't be any mistake in your work. Probably you'll get a raise or something, or send something to my way when you get the raise.
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Roa.
No, just kidding, you know.
Appreciate it very much.
I just want to scare Laurel. That's why I said that.
Oh. Mhm.
So your work gets well better. And then this multitasking is really draining us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I actually have another meeting at 12 at noon.
Okay.
So
And we are almost done in another 10 minutes. Let me talk about the food. I promised about that, you know.
Mm.
See, the food has to be not only physical food, but also mental food too.
Mhm.
Nutritiously rich food that is natural, that means juicy fruits and vegetables are the ideal, okay? When you get the food, pay attention to what kind of food was grown. Is it toxic with all the chemicals, fertilizers and all that, antibiotics and all that? Wash them and then be careful with them. And then if you are to prepare the food, prepare and serve right away. But when you prepare a good attitude, good peace of mind, good loving attitude, okay? And then feed people fresh food that has full of this prana, this life force, right? And also when you are eating that food, thank that food because it is giving its life to give us life, right? And then eat only when you are hungry. Sit down and chew and enjoy the food. right? And then share food. People, obese people eat with obese people because they can eat without any getting criticism from the other person, you know. But like that, when you are eating, you know, we are eating slow and eating the enjoying the food, it will influence other people too, you know. So the food has three qualities. Some can make you very dull, some can make you think very fast, some are in between. So they call tamas the dull foods, and rajasic are the kinetic food that make you think a very fast, frenetic way, and also sattvic. These three bio energies are in us. So if you eat a balanced food in that way, in that sense, is much better for you. You get it? So it's all a question of choosing the foods, preparing them right, sitting and eating, you know, and then making sure the food is really giving us energy. There are postures that you can sit after eating. It's called Vajrasana. That is like a diamond, the posture. If you do sit in that, you'll have very good digestion, you know. And then there are what are called bandhas. Bandhas means, suppose you take a deep breath and hold it, and the abdominal wall is circling. That's like holding it for a long time. It's called bandha. I don't want to do anything with you guys because it's too new for you. But those bandhas help the digestion, constipation, diarrhea, things like that. So there are so many things there that I don't want to go into. They are pretty deep and people cannot do them right now. But there is a depth of understanding there. See, the ancients had a lot of knowledge that was from their own inner meditation. So it's not like an objective study. They kind of had these visions and revealed truths. So how did they know that there are 7 chakras? They corresponded to our endocrine glands. They did all that, okay? So it's all a question of understanding how that knowledge came, why it is so wise to follow, because they were very friendly to the nature. They were very energetic bodies and very peaceful, serene minds and very loving hearts. And they had joy in life. They had fulfilled interiors, so they don't have to strive for anything. Their happiness was within themselves. That's what I came to understand and realize. That's why I don't really need anything from anybody in that sense. Physically, I may need things, you know, I may need the money to live and all those things. But psychologically, I don't need anything. Because once you understand your happiness is within you, your sense of fulfillment within you, it's not ego. It's completely away from ego. There is a deep purity, perfection, serenity, peace and joy and bliss. Once you touch that, even if you touch that few seconds a day, it's very energetic, you know. And once you establish it in that, then it's a blessing. You don't have to believe any external God or religion or any ism. You can explore yourself within and come to that. Not some hypnosis, not some false belief, not some illusion, nothing like that. It's actually very energy. So what happens is, I get up in the morning, I get into that, and then it stays with me all the day. It is not like that in the beginning, but there's so much you do for that. First of all, whatever we have learned, we have to come out of it. We learned the wrong way, you know, and so those conditionings we have to come out of it. Any conclusion remarks? I think we could end at 11 then, you know.
I love the thought that the empowerment of the statement, your happiness is in you. Yeah.
It's not a thought, it's a fact.
It's a fact. And really connecting to our food. Yeah. And also when that plants are beings, just like, animals are beings, we are beings.
Exactly.
I love the way that your culture honors life.
Not anymore. They don't, they are like this here too. The whole thing spread like that. That's the problem. See, this is from ancient people, how they lived, what they showed and all that. When India was doing it, they were one of the most prosperous countries. And then they had happiness index very high. But that is still persisting. A lot of Indians don't even understand that. Even on
Yeah.
the clubhouse, when I go on the Indian clubs, some of them, they can't understand this.
Yeah.
So they are equally mind oriented like Western culture is. This has gone to all the other cultures and they have spread that.
That's an excellent point. I actually have reconnected to, because I'm a descendant of the West Indians, right?
Yes, yes.
And so I'm learning about this ancient knowledge, just like you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they call all other beings people.
Mhm.
The animal people, the squirrel people, the bird people. They call them people. They make them,
Exactly.
have rights.
See, that's why some of
That's
the
ancient.
West
Yeah.
Indies cricketers are very jovial people.
Yes. Yeah.
That guy.
That's my people, Dr. Rao.
No, West Indies, I know because of the cricket.
Hepzibah too.
Yeah.
Hepzibah. Yeah.
Yeah, some people I get upset. They say, "Why are you laughing?" I said, "I'm happy."
Yeah, that's it. Yes, that's it. That's good. So, Nandu, any final thoughts from you?
I like I really felt they were very useful, the balancing exercises and the asanas, what you told, which can be done.
Hmm.
I think I want to work on that.
Good.
Yeah.
So I
Sure.
covered almost all the areas,
Yes.
So, yeah, now you go and put those impressions on the website or somewhere. I don't know where.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
Will do. I'll do it, Dr. Rao.
Yeah. I don't know how to. I don't know what kind of advertisement you have to do. Maybe at the end, So.
Yeah, you got to give them some kind of incentive. So yeah, you tell them if they come to a class, then they get I don't know, 10%.
Please,
Yeah.
We're going to do that because some of these elements we are going to put in the blog and newsletter and then let them share and all that. So we planned for that already. And I just started the website, so a lot of things have to be worked out, So we'll do it.
Okay, so is this going to be on Saturdays that you're going to do it, or you're just going to do is it I forget which day, Thursday? Thursday,
No.
your clubhouse?
That Wednesday we are doing in the clubhouse.
Okay, all right.
But I think maybe we'll connect it to the Zoom also then,
Yeah.
Maybe that is a good idea. And then I'll talk to Dr. Cindy about it. But this is Saturday morning. I used to do 9:30 Central Time. This one I put it like a 3 hours because of this retreat. This is like a trial. So what is going to be next time we do a retreat, probably that won't be complimentary, but then people who are interested only will come, That's one thing they're telling me, if you don't charge them, they don't take it serious.
It's true. It's true. I've done it myself. I've given away my work for free. So trust me, don't do it.
All these years I have been doing that, but then now we need to conduct like a business also, so we will do that, and then people can come in for a 9:30. I want to keep it complimentary, but when I do maybe a better day for a couple of days of retreat, much more depth. That means you walk in, you have retreated from your old life, and when you go, you should have some transformation in you happened. if I put it that way, did you transform yourself in any way, Laurel, today?
Absolutely. You know, one thing that I noticed, Dr. Rao, is I'm sitting more erect. I'm standing more erect.
Yes.
I don't know if it's because the muscles are more relaxed,
Yes.
but that was the result for me.
Yeah, those transformation, the posture. Okay, that's very good. You know. What about you, Ziba?
Okay.
You told me right in the beginning that when you came in, you are like kind of like this, and then you were transformed.
What's that?
In the beginning, you told me when you came, you were like.
Oh
like
yes.
this.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. I was saying I'm ready to live today and do the things I need to do without having so much pain. And for that, I'm very, very grateful to you, Dr. Roa.
Sure.
So yes, I definitely want to connect again if you will permit me.
Oh yeah, no, Saturday 9:30 we will keep it just open for everybody, like we are doing, you know. And also you can always contact me, Instagram and all that, you know.
Okay.
Some
How do I
people-
find you? Is with Hanamanta Coluso?
No. My clubhouse, Rao Kulsu, right? Hanumanta Rao Kulsu is my whole name, but then I've made it easier for people, Rao Kulsu. Okay. My last name is Kulsu, first name is Hanumanta Rao, but it's a long name. The middle Rao, I put it as.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
he's,
you know, I
he's
put
known
it
by
on.
Dr. Rao on Clubhouse, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yes.
Yeah, Dr. R-A-O.
I work Kulsu, you know, that's what it is. And then I put the link tree connection also. There you should find the 9:30 for the for this one, okay? Zoom. That I'm going to continue probably. But then there will be some retreats, full time, 2 days retreat, where people will come, needs of just learning yoga or meditation, or the highest thing is transforming themselves without really going into any particular religious or, you know, particular isms and all that. Okay, humanism, you know, like a modern scientific high-tech person doing yoga, that's me, you know, and I want to help other people do that in that bracket, you know. I think that's needed because of the technology assault that we have now, and on top of it, people are going crazy with that.
Yeah, I was getting concerned about that.
Yeah.
Dr. Rao, it's been a pleasure. I must go now.
Okay.
But I will see you
Yeah.
soon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are beyond time also. We will conclude that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start the recording.